Well, we are past our time right now, and we're not done with the meeting. That's okay.
Oh, sorry.
Let's go ahead. Pete, do you want to give the commission
No,
update?
it's printed. That's
It's
good enough.
printed?
Yeah,
Okay.
save some time.
So we have the commission update from the Neighborhoods Commission on print. And Tamika, you want to give a rundown or?
Is there a marker? A whiteboard marker? The only thing I have right now is just to do what?
You can share it on Facebook or.
I can do that. It was just to remind people to check out the City of San Jose volunteer links. You can adopt a park. You can adopt. Oh, and there are several parks inside District 3. There are several opportunities as a community to volunteer and as an individual. And I was going to share that with you also. Okay, just look on Facebook.
We can always read
Which
it and put it
Facebook?
back on the agenda.
CLC Facebook?
Yes, CLT. Yes.
And we, before we close out, we are advertising the Dumpster Day 2017, the first event, which is going to be Saturday, March 18th. And the hosting neighborhood is Roosevelt, but it's for Little Portugal and Wooster Trip neighborhoods as well. So you would bring this flyer with your dumping items and participate. And we are looking for volunteers to hand out flyers as well as work the event. So you can contact myself or Patricia if you'd like to get involved. And that's pretty much it. The very, very last thing, just
What I was going to say about that. So if you know places where you think these flyers should go, like Roosevelt Community Center, you could send an email and it could be dropped off at least.
I'll put one in my window at the
yeah, that would be
store.
nice. We also have our suggestion box here, so there's some slips here if anybody would like to give any suggestions for the meeting. It could be on food, it could be on meeting topics.
On the phone number that you requested,
Yes, that would be
that could be
perfect.
the topic.
There you go.
So we would have to track it down.
Tell me briefly.
After the 18th, what is the next date and neighborhood?
The 1st. April 1st.
April 1st and then April 8th, and
Yeah. It's almost
pretty
like
much
Every other
Yeah.
we have 7 back to back to back. So,
Right.
and depending on the neighborhood, someone in our staff will contact you, depending if your neighborhood is a lead, and then it's going to be the similar thing where we get a map of what the location's going to look like, change the date, and then we have to hand these out to every household within that neighborhood. So as many volunteers as we can get to help out with that is really
Yeah, it would be helpful, and I believe yours is May 20th. Yeah.
Who's May 1st, do you know?
Delmas Park in Washington, and I believe there might be one other neighborhood, Gardner? I
I think
believe
it's Delmas and Gardner.
Delmas and Gardner, okay. There you go.
Do you have Hensley for April 8th? Because we've always done it with our cap grant. We've always done it on our home 100%.
We
We've
could
never had
find out.
city assistance.
Okay, we'll find out on the 8th. We were trying to target the
Has
first one
anybody from our
first.
office reached out to you?
Never has. We've done it 4 years in a row with our own money.
Yeah, this is the first time we've actually gone in.
Oh, yeah, no
funding
one's
from
reached
ESC.
out to us.
Okay,
Would you like to be one of the leads for your community?
Well, I already am.
So we would help you.
Yeah. I mean, we've already got it scheduled to go
With your cap grant or with the?
with our cap grant
Oh, when do
money.
you got, what's your date? So I could check
April 8th, I think.
With your cap grant, that's your date.
We have to,
April
yeah,
8th to do what?
a dumpster day. We've done it like 4 years in a row.
Okay.
What's your name?
Hensley.
Where's Hensley?
So let me check in, because you guys might actually have 2 dumpster days within the same.
Yeah, and that wouldn't be good. I mean, if
Well,
we
you're
could-
combined with, I think, 2 other neighborhoods.
Okay, but that would, yeah, because we just flyer the neighborhood by hand.
Yeah, that's what we have to do.
So if you guys are, then this is gonna be a problem, because then we're gonna confuse.
So it
The
should be done
neighbors.
later.
Yeah.
So
Well, there was Spartan Keys that are also doing the dual.
Yeah, so we have other neighborhoods that are
I
doing
just
the
think
same
our
thing.
marketing materials should
why
be
not do it at the
consistent.
same time?
I don't think it's the same day though. I don't
But
think we
why
have
not do
one
it at the same time, not to cause the confusion, so a lot of people that can't make it on their
Because
day.
the neighborhoods, we kind of clustered them together where they're close to one another.
Yeah,
No,
it's
no,
the
no.
8th.
I'm
I'm
talking
looking
about
at
the
my calendar.
flyer. Give the flyers out at the same time for their community, so then the people that, they're not able to show up to that on April
so
8th.
one date.
Right.
they
Yeah,
have
there's
Yeah.
oh, I have a second day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if y'all did it, basically, if you sent an email, have y'all done y'all flyers already?
No, we haven't yet, and we usually don't do it till about 2 weeks before, because people will forget.
So then the question could be just save money and do it on their flyer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's the second date, right?
Yeah, just add both things on their flyer. I'm just
Is there any other questions before we end? Because we're.
Well, I do have one announcement, it's taking me months or years to really understand how the city navigates. And after this state of the address, from both the supervisor Cortese and also with for the Mayor Ricardo, I really like to emphasize my visions on United Neighborhood of San Jose. Because all this wonderful program that all of us are trying to perform is trying to unite and be able to honestly be able to empower neighborhood associations, to carry the message and to look for volunteering. Because there's so much limited times and effort from just for us is just not enough. We need to think of a strategy as a united front to spread that process. Because most of these things are very difficult. Other than flyers and individually, it's very difficult. So wish that.
Do you already have?
And I'm on that endeavor. I'm looking for good programs where I can engage the community, including emergency and faces and all those type of things, So maybe perhaps in the near future we could engage. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Richard. Good idea. We do have some extra copies of the results from the PB of last year. If anybody would like a chart.
Well, that's only from last year?
From last year.
Okay.
Question about,
We're adjourned. Help yourself to pizza if there's still any there.
You're gonna help clean up.
This is yours, right? Or was it mine? It's yours.